What's going on, guys? It's Greg from East Coast Eyes, and today I have a full overview of the new Warrior Rabil 2 head. And this overview is brought to you by our friends at Lacrosse.com. So shout out to Lacrosse.com for sending us down the Rabil 2 to check out. So the Rabil 2 is the successor to the Warrior Rabil, which came out a couple years ago. Hugely popular head, comes in a high school spec and an X spec, and is used by a ton of players everywhere. Paul Rabil is one of the Warrior sponsored pros, plays in the MLL, and is on Team USA, and consistently leads the MLL as one of the best midfielders in the game. He's known for his extremely accurate shot, extremely powerful shot, won championships at Johns Hopkins, and all around just one of the best overall players in the world. So the Warrior Rabil 2 was designed in conjunction with Paul Rabil so that it would have his influence and touch on it to make it a superior offensive head. So today we'll be giving you a full overview on the Warrior Rabil 2 head, breaking down our usual categories. So first off, let's start with the changes from the first Rabil head. So here I've got the Warrior Rabil 2 High School and the Warrior Rabil High School, so old one, new one. So first most noticeable change, and probably the best change, is the face shape. So if you look at the old Rabil, it's super tight through this throat here, all the way to way up high, almost up here. You know, it's way tight in the throat, almost to the point where you could probably barely fit a ball down in that throat. It has a weird kind of opposite flare where the top side balls are flared in a little bit more than the bottom side balls are, which was always unusual to me, and I never even thought about using a Rabil High School because it was so tight, so pinched, very long, face shape and everything was just very awkward. So if you compare that to the new Rabil 2, you can see they did a great job of really fixing that aesthetic, making it look a little more normal, widening out that face shape a little bit, and just making it pretty much, in my opinion, one of the best face shapes in the game. So you can definitely see the difference there between the old Rabil and the new Rabil in face shape. So that's one of the most significant changes. You have a really nice gradual taper up the top, perfect for a midfield head, you know, not too pinched, not too tight, kind of widens out right here about a little over halfway up to make sure you can get that nice high pocket. So as far as aesthetics go, other than that, it's pretty similar. You have your classic Warrior scoop design, 4 holes, and you know, a nice just rounded even scoop. In the sidewalls, they made a couple changes. You can see this here has the dual shot, and this does not. I'm not sure if they'll have the Rabil 2 in dual shot or not. I never did like the dual shot, so I'm hoping they don't. But either way, you can see they kept the sidewall design pretty much exactly the same, which I like. I've always liked the Rabil sidewall design. They've got the throat that they changed up. It has a new Paul Rabil kind of chrome and black logo, which looks really nice, pops off the white head as opposed to the old one. A little colored jewel. I think this one's much nicer. They also carved out the throat a little bit differently, not a ton different in the throat, but just a little bit different. Another main technology you're going to notice in the difference in the Rabil 2 is the addition of SYM Rail technology. So this is Warrior's newest technology. It's used in the EVA 4 and the Burn, and a couple other heads as well, where they kind of carve out some of the inside of the sideballs to reduce weight while maintaining its strength. So what you get is a head that's really lightweight, but is also just as strong. And this head actually features SYM Rail twist technology, which is even newer from Warrior, where probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but you can see the taper kind of looks like it forms a twist on these sidewall braces. Just takes away a little extra weight while maintaining that same stiffness and durability. So I really like the way that those cutaways look on the inside of the sidewall. It gives a really nice, aggressive, sleek, clean look, all at the same time, you know, as opposed to just blocky sidewalls like heads used to have. You have that really nice, elegant cutaways on the inside, which makes it just look nicer, and also perform better as well, which is the nice thing with the SYM Rail technology. As far as stiffness and durability on this head, I'd say it's probably the perfect stiffness for a midfielder head. The one thing I do notice is it's definitely stiffer than its predecessor, the Rabil. This one's pretty flimsy. They definitely added a little stiffness in the new Rabil 2, which is nice, and I think a lot of that comes from that new technology. So it's the perfect amount of stiffness where it's not going to bend over like a noodle, nice and stiff down here in the throat, and then when you get up here it has a little flex, so when you shoot, that head's actually going to contract a little bit and increase that channel and accuracy, so you get the ball coming out hard and fast right down the middle every time. Now for my favorite part, stringing, and the Rabil 2 was an absolute dream to string. I strung it up looking at Paul Rabil's current Rabil X to try and replicate that pocket, but added my own little touches and flair. So I did it in Hopkins colors because that's where Paul Rabil went to college, Johns Hopkins, right down the street from our office. So it has the Columbia blue and gray at the top, gray and Columbia blue shooters, black fade East Coast mesh, black on the throat, and Columbia blue in the sidewalls, and overall it could not look any cleaner. So they added as many sidewall holes as possible to the Rabil 2 to really make it customizable, have everyone string your head. A lot of people like high pockets in the Rabil, just like Paul Rabil does, for maximum shot power and speed. So that's kind of what I've got here, is a mid-high pocket with the U, 2 straights, and a nylon. Ton of shot speed, just like Rabil uses, and I'm sure he would love this pocket as well. Top string holes are pretty much just like the Evo 4. Great size, you can even fit a double top string in there if you want to. Top couple sidewall holes are a little larger, which I love, and then I've always loved Warrior sidewall hole shape, especially their newer ones. Slightly oval, perfect size, perfect quantity all the way down the side, so I could do my interlocks and my double ups and finish it out. Only complaint I have about the Rabil 2 on the string is I wish the bottom string holes were spaced out just a little further, but you know, the throat's narrow since it's a high school, so I do understand why that is the way that it is. So overall, probably one of my favorite heads I've ever strung. It was so easy to string, one try, and I got this terrific pocket. So really excited about the stringing possibilities for the Rabil 2 as well. Alright guys, so there you have it, the overview of the Warrior Rabil 2. Make sure to check this head out when it comes out. We're releasing more details soon. Overall, I love this head. I think they did a great job. It's leaps and bounds over the old Rabil, and that was a good head, so that means this is going to be a great head. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.